Congratulations to the CollegeMeister Class of 2025. That is the topic of today's video. My name is CollegeMeister. I'm a college admissions coach. You can learn more about me and how you can work with me one-on-one throughout the entire college admissions process on my website, which is CollegeMeister.com. And if you're interested in learning about whether or not you are or your student is on track for selective college admission in the United States of America, visit areyouontracktogetin.com. Again, that's areyouontracktogetin.com, at which you will complete a free 3-minute assessment. Your results will be emailed to you right away, and they will help you clarify whether or not you are or your student is on track for selective college admission in the United States of America. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every member of the CollegeMeister Class of 2025. Thank you for entrusting me with the great responsibility of guiding you as you navigated the college admissions process over the last year or more. It has been a very exciting journey for all of you, and the destination is now known for all of you, which is why I'm releasing this video today, when you have all committed to particular colleges or universities, and all of them are so well suited for your goals, your priorities, and your values. I'm excited to share with the overall audience where you are going to college in just a few moments, but I again want to just underscore how thankful I am for the opportunity to work one-on-one with such wonderful students and wonderful families throughout the college admissions process. And working with me is about the right fit, just as going to college is about the right fit. So if you are interested in working with me one-on-one as you navigate the greater college admissions process, and specifically the climatic and suspenseful college application process, I again encourage you to go to my website, which is CollegeMeister.com. I offer both proactive and reactive coaching services, and what I mean by this is that some sign up for a proactive support package like Simply Meticulous, through which I'm in the cockpit with the student as he or she completes up to 3, 6, or 12 applications, and I'm guiding him or her throughout the journey to keep the right speed and the right altitude and ensuring as smooth of a flight as possible, while others seek out my reactive support as needed, whether in the form of a first session, strategy session, and or work session. Yet, if you are unable or unwilling to take advantage of my one-on-one coaching services, I strongly recommend that you take advantage of my fast and factual online courses, including how to build an extraordinary extracurricular resume and 17 silly mistakes that even Ivy League applicants make on the Common App. You should also get my pre-read to learn what's working and what's not on your full Common App and at least one Common App supplement, so you can do everything possible to get into the colleges on your list. I'm very proud and excited to share with my CollegeMeister audience today the destinations for students in my class of 2025 who are now just 3 months away from starting their undergraduate adventures. Drum roll, please, as we go through the list of colleges my students will attend in the order that my students' decisions were made. The first decision was made by a student when he got into Emory University early decision. Congratulations to you. It was a pleasure working with you, and it was really fun working with you. You were a fun student to work with. I wish you the very best in Atlanta and beyond. Then another student of mine heard from Dartmouth College early decision. Congratulations to you. This was one of the more serious students I worked with this cycle, or really any cycle. Very, very focused and determined young man. Congratulations to you. I think you're going to love life at Dartmouth. Next came Swarthmore College, another early decision student of mine. Congratulations to you. She really, just such a class act is what I would say regarding my Swarthmore student this year. An absolute class act. It couldn't be happening to a nicer person. Congratulations to you. I wish you the very best at Swarthmore and beyond. Next, another one of my students heard early decision from Boston University. Congratulations to you. It's going to be a great fit for you and all of your goals and your interests. I think you're going to love the entire Boston experience. I wish you nothing but the best in Boston. Then another one of my students heard early decision, this time from University of Rochester. Congratulations to you. You had a great scholarship offer there as well, and I think you're going to love it there, and they already love you. And I wish you nothing but the best. Next, one of my students got into Duke early decision this year. Congratulations to you. This is a real impact player, someone who is out to change the world. She already has done so, and she's going to continue to advocate for justice. I wish you nothing but the best at Duke. You deserve Duke. Duke deserves you, and I can't wait to hear how it goes for you. Then, this is a close one to my heart because it's my alma mater. My University of Pennsylvania early decision student. Congratulations to you. I don't think I had more fun with a student this cycle. It was very intense for a few weeks in particular, and a lot of changes were made to the plan at the last moment, and that's okay because you've got to follow your heart. I'm so happy you did, and we went all in together on the Penn application, and you earned it, my friend. What a pleasure it has been working with you. I wish you nothing but the best in West Philadelphia. I know you're going to stay in touch, and Penn is so blessed to have you in its class of 2029. Let's talk early action now. I had a student get in early action to Santa Clara University, where she will attend. She is very excited about it. I am very excited for her. Such a sweet, down-to-earth, thoughtful young person. It was a real pleasure working with you. It's a real pleasure working with all of my students. I want to make that very clear. But this student wrote particularly earnest essays and really just endearing essays. And they are very representative of the personality that she brings to the table. And she is just an incredibly good person and also very interested in affecting positive change. So I wish her nothing but the best at Santa Clara. You are going to do great. And Santa Clara University is lucky to have you. I also have a student who got into University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill early action, which is where he will attend. You are such an interesting person. There's no one quite like you, as you wrote about in your Common App essay. There's simply no one. That very unique perspective is going to serve you so well throughout life. And I know UNC Chapel Hill is going to love having your perspective and your humor on campus. Congratulations to you, and congratulations to University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, who got you early action. I have an independent intellectual powerhouse of a student who applied to and was admitted to University of Chicago Early Decision 2, where he will attend. Congratulations to University of Chicago and this student. It is going to be a terrific 4 years for you in Chicago. I cannot wait to learn about your exploits, both on campus and beyond. Georgia Tech is an institution that will be taking one of my students this fall. Georgia Tech is a school that becomes more popular every year. And I'll be honest, this is a student who really knocked my socks off with her passion for her subject area and her knowledge at such a young age about every nook and cranny of the discipline she wants to pursue. I wish you nothing but the best in Atlanta at Georgia Tech. You're going to do great there. And I know that Georgia Tech sees in you everything I see in you, which is so much potential. Knock their socks off in Atlanta. College of Charleston is lucky to have a member of my class of 2025 as well. College of Charleston is a great school. It really doesn't get the attention it deserves, in my opinion. And for this student in particular, it is a perfect fit. I wish you nothing but the best there. She is just an incredibly optimistic, positive, thoughtful, social young woman. I know you're going to do great at College of Charleston. You have found your match, and College of Charleston is very lucky to have your spirit and your energy on campus for the next 4 years. Now let's cross over to the West Coast, where University of Southern California is going to be home to one of my Simply Meticulous students this fall. She was so much fun to work with as well, because of the seriousness with which she took her entire application process. I'm very much a person who likes to dot his I's and cross his T's, and I met my match with this young woman. She really was so thoughtful about every sentence of every essay, and I love working with students who take as much pride in writing as I do. So thank you so much for challenging me this year, for sharing essays that were so meaningful and personal And you curated your extracurricular life over the last 4 years in a way that was so authentic to who you are. And I'm so proud of the fact that you were able to put that front and center on not just your extracurricular resume, but inject it into your very, very impressive supplemental essay writing, as well as your Common App essay, which was one of my favorites this cycle. Now down to Florida, where I have a student going to University of Florida for fall 2025. You were also so much fun. They're all fun to work with, but let me tell you something. This is a student who is really putting herself into a new environment. And I am so proud of you for doing that. A lot of students, they don't like to leave their comfort zone, but you are leaving your comfort zone. You are leaving everything you have known growing up, and you are going to University of Florida. And I am extremely proud of you for doing so. University of Florida is definitely outside of your comfort zone, but this is a student who personifies, you got to become comfortable being uncomfortable. You have constantly challenged the world around you. You're going to keep doing it at University of Florida. University of Florida is very, very smart to have accepted you, and you are going to make a big impact on the University of Florida campus over the next 4 years. Congratulations as well to my Schreier Honors College student at Pennsylvania State University. There is no application that is harder and more arduous than the Schreier Honors College application at Penn State. I cannot tell you how long and drawn out of a process that was, but it was well worth it. I believe it is a terrific fit for you. You know it's a terrific fit for yourself. I wish you the very, very best at University Park. Penn State is blessed to have you. Back to the West Coast now. UC Santa Barbara, one of my favorite UCs. Santa Barbara, oh my. I don't think Santa Barbara is as well known these days to this generation of students as it was to previous generations of students. And that's because of the way in which Santa Barbara was really glamorized in pop culture for many decades. Not as much recently, but for the right fit student, UC Santa Barbara can be awesome, and you are a right fit student for UC Santa Barbara. So congratulations to you. I hope we can keep in touch. Congratulations are also in order for my class of 2025 student who will be attending Washington and Lee in Lexington, Virginia. Washington and Lee, of course, has a commitment to the honor system. It has a very fascinating history, and it is committed to academic excellence and intellectual curiosity, as are its students. So I know you're going to do great there. And I will just say as an aside that all of my students who've ever attended Washington and Lee are great public speakers. And this is also the case, I think, with this student. Very impressive. I wish you the very best at Washington and Lee. And again, let's stay in touch. And last but not least, a student who, of course, is at the top of his class. And he persevered so much over the past year. He faced adversity along the way, and he won in the end. Brown University is where you will be attending, and I think you are going to have an amazing opportunity there to not just grow as a scholar and as a person, but also as a creative force. You are a very creative young man. I don't think you give yourself credit for that creativity, but I think that at Brown, you're going to have the opportunity to explore your creativity more than you maybe even explored it so far. And I think, again, that this is what was written in the stars for you. Congratulations to Brown, and congratulations to you. We all end this process extremely proud of you, and you are obviously very proud of yourself. But I think, again, the best is yet to come for my class of 2025 student attending Brown University. If you are interested in learning more about the diverse ways in which I can support you through your college admissions process or through your child's college admissions process, again, I encourage you to visit my website, which is CollegeMeister.com. The one thing all of my students have in common is that they want to put 110% of themselves into the process and work long and hard to perfect their applications. But otherwise, I work with quite an eclectic group, and when you work with me, you only work with me. I'm not a front for some boiler room or essay writing factory in Southeast Asia. I am your point of contact. I am your advisor. I am your strategic sounding board. I am your coach. I am your essay reader, reviewer, and critic. And most importantly, I am your biggest cheerleader throughout your college admissions and application process. I strive to make this experience not just stress-free, but actually enjoyable. So until we meet again, my members of the class of 2025, I wish you nothing but the best this summer and beyond. Please stay in touch, and I will definitely be checking in on you. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one throughout the entire college admissions process, go to my website, which is CollegeMeister.com. Until next time, stay safe, stay well, and most importantly, stay stress-free throughout the entire college admissions process.